It was the afternoon of the day following our third date. He randomly decided to send me a picture of his dog just to show that he was thinking about me. So sweet. It's been seemingly green flags up until now, so I thought I'd respond with a cute message. OMG, she's the dog I've always wanted. And he responded with, and you're the bitch I never asked for.
You guys let me know if I'm the crazy one. I blocked him because he went an entire day without speaking to me.
You're batshit insane!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. Today bringing you some good old-fashioned female delusion. We're gonna start with this woman, guys, and for article story, a woman is unable to date because she has a PhD. So we're gonna take a look at that and at how men feel threatened and intimidated by this woman's knowledge. So let's get started, gentlemen, and let me know how you are down in the comments below.
You guys let me know if I'm the crazy one. I blocked him because he went an entire day without speaking to me.
She is the crazy one. All right.
But I didn't block him while he was ghosting me. And mind you, I called him twice and I texted him twice, and he went that whole day without speaking to me. Texted me the next day at like 9 p.m. and said sorry with some lame ass excuse. I emphasized the excuse by thumbs upping it, and I still gave him a period of time to be mature and call me like a man. I think I waited until the next morning and then I blocked him. No, I didn't wait till the next morning. I gave him a few hours maybe though, because he DM'd me on Instagram the next morning, realizing that I had blocked him. Anywho, am I the problem? Let me know what you think. I just think these men think that they can run circles around me and play games right in my fucking face. I don't even think the first one was the right analogy. And expect me to be sitting at home just fucking waiting for the fucking phone call. No, sir. This isn't turning.
No, yeah, exactly. These guys couldn't care less. All right. They don't care about you waiting around for that one chat to text you. You see how these women, guys, are absolutely infatuated, chasing the men who don't want anything with them. No, that's incorrect. They want booty calls with them. That's what they want, and they chase them around, guys. These women chase them like they are, I don't know, a medkit in a desert. They chase them like the bottle of water on a desert. That's how they chase them. Meanwhile, they're like dismissing all the good guys that will want something with them. But that's actually good, guys. You know, you should be grateful for the service that these women are doing. They're providing a service to Chad, which is free street workers, and they're also taking the trash out themselves, you know? Like, these women are honestly saving simps because of how high their standards are. So that's a good thing. But now let's move on to another crazy woman, and this one is not dating the ugly guys. Let's find out why.
Don't entertain a man that you're not physically attracted to and that is not your type. How could I ever put myself in a position like that? I don't know, maybe for the idea that they could be a good guy, and because your type never worked out, you wanted to try something new, but then you realized that you really weren't attracted to them because they're not your type to begin with.
Love how they call it their type, as if it really had any sort of logical bearing to that word. No, their type, guys, is just money and a six-pack. All right. That's what their type is. It's not like, oh, my type are, I don't know, blonde guys, and you have all this, this big specter of all sorts of blonde guys. No, their type is a very small substruct of men that happens to be tall, handsome, and rich. That's her type. Anyway.
Yeah. I know this sort of thing can sound like, oh, but that's common sense. Actually, it's really not. You being with someone that you're not attracted to, eventually you're going to get the ick, and we know the ick is irreversible. Then when you get the ick, you're going to want to be treating them all mean because they look like a gremlin, and you decided that you wanted to start things up with that person, and now they fall in for you, and it's just a whole mess. Then you're sitting there all disgusted, and it's not even his fault. He always looked like that. Every little thing is going to start bothering you, and just know it's not fair to the other person, so don't even start anything like that. Please spare that man and don't give it a shot simply because you want a nice guy. Be a friend or be an acquaintance, but don't drag it. There has to be a mutual attraction for this type of thing to work. Please
Well, you see, guys, why you should never date these women. I see a lot of men who think, oh wow, this woman is so attractive. She's so out of my league. I will never be able to have this woman otherwise. So they settle for these sorts of relationships where they are being disrespected all the time. You know, because these women, guys, they feel like they are settling down for these men. They feel like they are stepping out of their heavenly pedestal to date some mere mortal. And they don't respect him. They just don't. They like the benefits. Maybe you're providing something. Maybe you're plan B in a time of need. You're like their plan B, their backup plan. But they never respect you. These relationships are not going to last. So are you really going to trade your sanity, a considerable amount of your resources, your mental peace, for what? For just some S3X? Maybe if she feels like it on a good day. You're really willing to make that trade? Because I see a lot of men who are, and it's disgusting, guys. These women will never respect you if they don't view you as this, as their type, quote unquote. So let's move on to our last video. And you see with this one, it's the same topic, right? These women, their type are the men who are unavailable, avoidant, you may say, right? That's their type. They just chase the chads all the time. And then they wonder how they reach 30 and are still single. And they end up passing away alone. But now let's move on.
You might be a sex worker and not even know it. I have been reading the book, What Men Don't Want Women to Know, and I am learning so much about the natural state of unmastered and lustful men. In the book, the authors are stating that men have two basic states of being, loaded and unloaded. When they are unloaded, they are in a state of peace, they are in a state of bliss, they are relaxed and more sensible beings, at least more sensible than usual. But when they are loaded, meaning they have not had their release, they are the most predatory, disgusting individuals, more so than you could fathom to think. And that is where you, an unknowing, naive woman, comes in. So you may be posting your pictures on Instagram, Twitter, whatever the case may be, in more revealing clothing, unbeknownst to the type of individuals that may come across your page. You may be trying to share a fun moment in your life, not at all catering to the opposite sex. The men that the authors of this book are referencing see these pictures, they take them, they save them, and they get off to them. I'm not here to tell you how to dress. I'm not here to tell you what to post. I've done some damage myself, but I would like to let you know what is actually happening when men are liking those pictures. Not all of them, but there are a select group of them. And I know there is a large population of women that like to judge porn stars, OnlyFans girls, and dancers for their line of sex work. But they understand the type of business that they are getting themselves into. They know that they are selling their bodies. They are getting paid for that. That is their business. But those of you who post this type of content but are not in any of these professions may be unknowingly engaging in the same type of work.
Oh no, it's absolutely knowingly so. Alright? Like, nobody thinks that these women don't realize after months on end that they're not being a streetwalker. But they're not exchanging S3X for money, they're exchanging suggestive pictures for attention and likes. And you may say, Hidan, who cares about likes? Guys, I know that it sounds terribly stupid, but these women do care about likes. Alright? They just do. Don't try to understand it. They just care about some number that shows on their Instagram page, alright? They want the likes, they want the thirsty comments, they want the subscriptions to their Instagram pages. They do, they really do. It's a form of validation, alright? It's a resource, guys. Your attention is a resource. Whether you view it as that or not, it is. And these women capitalize on it and they want it. They want the attention, guys. So yes, they are being street workers. And don't give me this whole crap of, oh, they're just trying to share a fun moment of their lives. Yeah, sure. Go to effing Instagram, go to one of these socials, and you'll see all the thirst traps, alright? Like women dressed absolutely provocatively, trying to, post pictures as suggestive as they can. Yeah? And you see this in advertisement for games and such. They're starting to thirst trap on these ads. I know if you've seen them, you know what I mean. But these ads about games that show like women with incredibly big breasts, barely dressed at all, So I don't know why they keep popping, alright? Haven't played these stupid ass games never, but these ads keep popping and they're thirst traps. So come on, just even from an economical perspective, these people that are creating these ads, they know how to influence people, right? And if these ads are so famous, that means they just work. So these women know what they're doing, alright? Don't give them this whole, oh, I'm so innocent, I didn't know crap.
When you post that bikini picture, when you post that extremely provocative outfit, you think everyone you see is just looking at that picture, liking it, and scrolling? No, they are doing very disgusting things with them. This is why we had that period of time where people were screaming at parents on the internet who were posting their children in very suggestive poses, knowing that they were getting thousands of saves by majority men. If you truly want to understand how disgusting men can be, I encourage you to read this book. The PDF is free online, and the authors of this book are two men. So once you understand how the male brain works, it becomes very difficult to see things this.
Well, here ends the TikTok, guys. My question is, how will you understand how the male brain works if you don't even understand how your own brain works? Right? I don't think you have the capacity for that, to be honest, even though men are simple creatures. But you know, sorry for being attracted to women, I guess. I mean, if it depended on me, guys, if it was a switch that you could turn on and off, I honestly would turn it off and probably never turn it on again. Alright, just choose to be asexual. I don't want to care about these women, but sadly, I feel attracted to them, right? Not a good thing, guys. Honestly, just stop for a moment. If you're not in a happy marriage or happy relationship with a serious girlfriend that happens to be a good person, if you're single, right, I want you to stop and consider, why do you feel attracted to the woman that you feel attracted to? It's just because of their physical appeal. It's just because you are horny. Otherwise, most of these women, guys, the vast majority of these women are so unimaginative, so boring individuals. They are boring. They're plain stupid, all of these women. And contrary to her that says that all men are disgusting, I don't think that women are disgusting, alright? I don't hate them. I don't inherently hate what is feminine. I'm just saying that in today's day and age, most of these women, guys, have learned to go through life only capitalizing on their looks. That's their whole personality. They have nothing else to show for. They have been weaponizing their attractiveness to get everything they want, and it's these same women that are posting suggestive pictures to get what they want, yet have a problem when men, I don't know, like them or whatever. You know, it's like, if only there was a way that I could capitalize on my looks and benefit off of them without men receiving pleasure, that will be just awesome. If men could suffer perpetually, you know, while I'm benefiting all the time from it, that will be amazing. Sadly enough for her, that's not the case, right? But these women, guys, don't let them fool you. They absolutely know what they're doing. They're capitalizing and weaponizing their looks and then complaining that men fall for it. You know what you're doing, you little harpy. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to our article story, which again has to deal with men being very intimidated, alright? So, be mindful, guys. I don't want you having no nightmares. We're gonna cover a woman with a PhD. I know it's very terrifying, but we're gonna do it, alright? So brace yourselves. Title says, guys drop me, 29 female, once they learn I have done a PhD. Oh well, wouldn't you see? Hi everyone, cute smiling emoji. I'm a 29 female living and working in London. I am really struggling with dating. Getting matches on first dates is going okay, but it always goes south when I tell the guy that I have a PhD in a STEM field. Wow, guys, we have a woman in STEM. What was STEM, by the way? Technology, mathematics, engineering. What was the S? Anyway, matters are made worse when it is revealed I completed the PhD at a relatively young age. Oh, wow. It seems to me that guys immediately stop seeing me as feminine, attractive, fun as soon as I reveal the cursed PhD. I have been insulted straight to my face. No alpha male will want you. Yeah, because that's something that every man will say, you know? Oh, no alpha man will date you. Who says that? Who talks like that? Come on, this is made up. They also say you'll never have a family with the kind of man you want. Now that can be true. Now I understand why you are still single, etc., etc. The kind of man I want is someone intelligent and ambitious, but also not insecure enough to view me as competition. Yeah, because a woman having a degree makes you view her as competition, apparently. I love doing my PhD, and honestly, I don't think having one makes me smarter than anyone else, just very knowledgeable about one particular area. It has almost become like a dirty secret that I feel compelled to reveal when asked about my studies on dates. I am starting to panic because I really want children, and it makes me feel like I'm failing to bring them into the world by not being able to land the right guy, and for such a ridiculous reasons, having a PhD. Any thoughts and advice are welcome. We'll have 300 comments on this post, all from women saying, "Oh, men are terrified of us." Now, this whole thing, guys, doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because let me frame it this way, alright? I want you to answer me a question. Imagine that this woman is loyal and attractive and pleasant, and she wants kids, right? She wants a family. She's not that old yet. Imagine that she's very feminine, you know, submissive, loyal, all these things. Would you honestly dismiss her because she has a PhD in STEM? Come on now, that is just ridiculous. Men don't care enough about your PhD, and if you are good all around in other aspects, I'm telling you now, most of them wouldn't give a crap about your PhD. Who in the hell dismisses an otherwise good woman because of her studies? That is ridiculous. If it were studies in like some gender studies, then maybe yes, because that's very cringe. But you have a PhD in STEM, fantastic. You know, the reason why they are probably dismissing her, guys, is because she's a pain in the ass, alright? She's a pain in the neck, and this is why they don't care about her. And her PhD in STEM only makes her feel entitled and better than everyone else. If there is a reason why, that is why. Like, don't pretend like you're this very good wife, you know, like very traditional, I want kids, I want this, I want that. But sadly, you know, these men just feel very intimidated because of your PhD. Doesn't make sense, doesn't add up. And look, if you're one of the guys that will dismiss an otherwise good woman because of PhD, let me know down in the comments. No wrong answers. I really want to know if there is one man watching this right now that will do that. My take is probably not. So gentlemen, thank you for joining today's video. Go take a look at my new profile picture, a new portrait picture on my community tab, on my main account tab. And also go check the pinned comment, because there is a new Manosphere content creator, one that actually shows his face instead of being a virtual mummy. So go check that, guys. Thank you for making Apple's day better, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.